Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while. I've been, just been farming all the Final Fantasy quests, so nothing too interesting in the Monster Strike world. But the news just dropped, and there's a bunch of cool new stuff coming out that they revealed in this monster news. So I thought I'd do a summary for that for everybody out there. So let's get started right away. So first of all, there is gonna be a Valentine's special gacha available, and they feature some pretty solid monsters. So let's take a look at that. So first, we've got Nono here in her transcended form. As you can see, it's got that Valentine's flair, and the stats are completely the same to her transcended form. It's just alternate art, and that also means different numbers, so you won't get affected by the poison mist. However, since they are also a different number, the HP bonus will be separate. So any HP bonus you've contributed to the normal no transcension will not carry over to the Valentine's version. So keep that in mind. Next up, we've got Tampopo. Tampopo looks really nice here. They're all solid art. Next up, Hikari. And yeah, I like Hikari a lot. This chocolate baking art, very, very nicely done. And next up, which I feel like is the most popular out of everyone looking around on the webs, is Nobunaga and, of course, Nobunaga X. So they will both have this. It looks like a very traditional looking, I don't know, Valentine's clothing. I don't know if that exists. But yeah, they are super solid art wise. So once I complete the Tower of Champions, I think I'm gonna get sucked into doing a roll on this. It's just too good to pass up without at least giving a try. Of course, I'm not expecting much because these are top tier characters, right? Nobunaga. Hikari maybe not as uh, popular as the rest, but Tom Popo is amazing, and so is Nono if you don't have one. So I feel like with these characters, and I guess it really depends what the rate of percentage is gonna be like, but they are really good monsters. Anyways, on top of that, there is going to be drop quests. We have Cocoa and Lady Dolce. Of course, they're named after sweets. Cocoa looks like she is taking after Satellite, and Lady Dolce is the Queen of Hearts. So they haven't said when these events will drop. I assume Valentine's Day they'll start dropping, but of course you never know. Um, but yeah, so that's it for the Valentine's Day, and of course they did also drop a Transcension on us, and let's pull it to there. We're gonna see Othello Transcended, and he is a bounce power type monster. The ability is Weak Point Slayer, and on the gauge, we've got Super Null Warp. So the more warps there are on the stage, the I think each warp contributes to a 0.1 boost in attack. So and Strike Shot is a bash followed by a laser follow up, and they said on the news that it's gonna be 8+8 strike shot. So first one gets ready in 8, second in 16 turns. For the bump combos, we got Round Flash, and that's the same bump combo as Eldorado. So just think of it where Othello will be. A circle will go out until it hits a wall, and then anything within that range will explode. And his sub bump combo is a White Blast EL, so it'll help proc other ones. And they made a point on the news to say, well, with the strike shot and the bash, you're going to be ideally right up against the weak point, and so that means the White Blast is going to pick up on the weak points, as well as the Round Flash is more than likely going to hit uh, one of those weak points. Maybe not necessarily, but there's a good chance it will hit that weak point. So it should be able to do extra damage because the weak point Slayer is on the main, so the bump combos will take advantage of that. And they also made sure to note that the HP of Othello is over 30,000, which is pretty insane. And if you do look at Othello in his current form, his stats are pretty skewed in a way that is surprising. So it is not surprising that they do give his transcension a little bit of craziness in terms of stats. And for the dragon gems, as you can see on the bottom right, you are going to need dark, 3 dark, and 2 fire to transcend him. And so since we got Juliet first, Othello second, you can probably expect Romeo coming up next week. So hopefully you have him. Now, here is what I'm excited for. They came out with a new stage area, and they call it the Hirameki no Yugijo. So, what? So Hirameki is kind of like when you have those kind of like brain teaser puzzle kind of things. You figure out the solution to that. So that like, that moment of inspiration, that that flash. And I'm saying flash because I bet you probably Googled searched the translation of that, and that's what came first. But it's that that sparking moment, that light bulb moment where you figure out the solution. And of course, Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of like a playground, so you can it's like the playground of brilliance. I don't know, but it is a new stage, and it's pretty cool. It is going to be up starting February 14th, Valentine's Day, up until March 3rd. Noon would be 7 p.m. Pacific time, I believe. The previous days, so February 13th, 7 p.m. Those of you in the Pacific time zone, we can start that. And what is the stage? Okay, so first you need to be rank 20, and all of these stages cost 0 stamina. There are also no continue, so if you end up losing all your HP, it's game over. Each stage will have a turn limit. So as you can see in the example here, you have 5 turns to clear this, and there are 2 battle stages to go through. The boss monster will never drop. Able berries will be activated, except for the speed clear able berries, so you can't use that, unfortunately. Max luck bonuses will not activate, so I guess the instant strike shot won't happen. The HP boost, I don't know if that's ever a worry. Nothing related to max luck bonuses will happen during this area. Helper items are also not available, so you can't use medals or gems to help you out. You will get a clear reward and luck bonus rewards if you bring a max luck monster. However, you will not get a chest for the no continue or speed clear rewards. And this is important. Taking on this stage will not contribute to any monster usage counts. So that whether it's for the HP boost, which was added recently, where every use equals 1 HP added, or any of the stats, so max damage, usage, clears, no continue clears, all of that stuff will not take into account these stages. So don't try and buff your monster's HP through this stage. It will not do anything. And once you clear a stage, it will save your results so that you can look at it later. And there are no difficulty stages. It's just broken up by elements, as you can see on the image there. So if I have read everything correctly, you will get 1 orb for clearing each of those stages, and each stage will feature that element only. So that fire one will feature fire ones, water ones. If you clear all 5 within the time limit above before it goes away, you will get 5. So that's 1 for each stage, 5 for clearing all. So you can get 10 orbs out of this. And again, you're not spending any stamina at all. So you're free to play this whenever you want, which is pretty cool. However, I think because it says Hirameki, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of like that brain teaser thing. So there's probably like a particular solution, or they're gonna put some gimmicks in there that hopefully prevents you from just doing all Mozarts and then having the homing bum combos take care of everything, right? They're probably brain teasery, puzzly levels, and since there's only 5 of them, I feel like they're probably fairly difficult to clear. So we'll see. I'm actually looking forward to this. I love puzzle aspects in games, and just to be able to do this kind of like flinging action and make that a puzzle makes me really excited for this. So we'll see. And maybe it is 7 p.m, so that's kind of tough for me to get home by then from work, depending on how work is going. But if I can do that live, it sounds like a pretty fun thing to do. So look forward to that. Oh yeah, and we do have an image of the in-game, so it'll say, okay, you have 5 turns to clear this, and you'll have a countdown there on the right instead of the speed clear. And once that display turns into 0, that's also game over. So if you, of course, lose your HP or that says 0, then you've lost the stage. But again, 0 stamina, so not that bad. All right. One last thing, and we'll get to hear the Chocobo music. We'll pull up my screen. So the Tokaigi event for Monster Strike will happen on December 10th, this weekend, in fact, 12:30 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. on December 11th, and that's where they're gonna take advantage of the Monster Stadium app, where you go one-on-one. They do a draft on which characters they want to bring in and clear certain stages as fast as possible. The winner of this gets a pro gamer license in Japan, and I think that's what lets them get around the prize limit. That's notoriously what cripples the Japanese gaming scene, because by law they're only allowed to give a certain amount of money as a reward, but if you give them a pro license, that apparently goes beyond the limits of whatever set, so they can give more money. So I don't know, don't ask me, I'm not a lawmaker, but you know what, as a user of the game, you can guess or bet on who will win. Just by guessing and making a tweet about the fact that you did guess, you'll get 1 orb out of it. In addition, if you are correct, you guess the winner, you will get 50 orbs. Awesome. If you happen to pick a semi-finalist, so they didn't win, they got second place, you'll get 10 orbs. And as long as they win the first match, there's only 8 teams. That's 5 orbs. So just by winning, your team winning, you'll get 5 orbs. That's a 50% chance of that happening. So there you go. That is the news. So actually, let's just try. So hit the left button, say Chosen Suru, and then you'll see all of these teams. Now they do have videos of all the teams. If you're subscribed to their official YouTube channel, you can see a little bit about each of them, and that green link here should open you up to a page that will introduce them, so you can see their gameplay. They're all past champions, whether it's from previous events or the time trials that they took place earlier this year. So I guess last month, really. So take a look or just randomly guess. It probably doesn't make a difference, to be honest. Crazy things happen, so make sure you do that. Do not wait too long, because I've seen way too many people, like on the bingo, they say, oh, I still have time, and then they miss it and they missed out on some free orbs. And so since it is this weekend, you should do this right away. You have until the 10th, so that is very, very nearby. So just pick something random, go for it, and hope for the best. So that's it for today. That's it for the news. Hope you're enjoying the Final Fantasy collab, and let me know if you have any questions. I will do my best to answer them for you. So comment below, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.